What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the channel. This is Lone Wolf, and in this video we're going to talk about the recent changes for the PTR for patch 9.0.5. Alright, so with that being said, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we are here today looking at these new changes. Lots of buffs going on for every spec, some nerfs, but major changes. Big major changes where they might change the meta when it comes to PvP, okay, for lots of specs. But we are going to be specifically looking at the hunter changes. So with that being said, dire command. Kill command now has a 35% chance to also summon a dire beast to attack your target. That's a 15% buff to this legendary. It is what it is. It's just a regular legendary. Like, you want to call it legendary, but all you do is you get a chance to summon a dire beast. It's good, it's fun, but let's keep going. Eagle Talent's True Focus. True Shot lasts an additional 5 seconds that reduces the focus cost of all your abilities by 50%. Alright, so I think this legendary itself needs a rework or something. But with that being said, we have this legendary and conduits that also increase the length of your true shots. So if you can maximize your true shot windows and make them last a very long time, this will work out a lot because you don't have to worry about using steady shots. All right, so right now with the 15 seconds that it lasts, you're putting one steady shot in there, maybe two into that window, unless you are pumping from 100, okay, and getting nice lucky procs. So this right here is pretty good for those type of builds, and I can't wait to try it out. Next legendary is the Flame Waker's Cobra Sting. Cobra Shot has a 50% chance to make your next kill command consume no focus. It's not too exciting. I mean, it is a 25% buff, but it's a legendary. The legendary that we have is not exciting. So even if this is the best legendary in the game, it's just not super exciting to see a change like this. I mean, I guess in a gameplay perspective, there is a lot of change. And your focus management will be a little easier. So that's something to look forward to. Next is Kapla. Eridun War Order. Barb Shot deals 10% increased damage, and applying Barb Shot now also resets the cooldown of kill command. So there's a rework right there for this legendary. Now Barb Shot just deals more damage, and applying it resets the kill command, the cooldown of kill command. So these two are basically the same, where in the gameplay sense, you do get a little bit of extra damage for your barb shot, but applying it resets your kill commands to be able to use it. So it's just a gameplay difference. With one you have excess focus, and the other one you just have to try to maintain high focus whenever you're about to use your barb shot. That way, when kill command resets, you're able to pump out that kill command without having to wait for anything or gain that focus. So next is Rylax Stalker's Piercing Fangs. While Bestial Wrath is active, your pet's critical damage dealt is increased by 40%. Guys, yes, this is only a number buff for this legendary. It's not super exciting, but with the recent change to Beast Mastery, Bestial Wrath gaining another 20% damage done in PvP encounters, this is pretty big. This is pretty big, all right? Because BM hunters are able to pump out good amount of damage right now, and with this legendary, your goals are gonna be much more deadly, and you might rely a little bit more on your critical strike rating. But interesting. I want to see big numbers. That's one of my favorite things in the game, and this gets it closer. I hope you Beastmasters enjoy this change in PvP. And then lastly, for the legendaries, we have Surging Shots. Rapid Fire deals 35% additional damage, and Aim Shot this is basically the same Surging Shots legendary with a 10% additional buff for damage. All right. So we do have, let me change it real quick. This is my retail account. Without this legendary, right? This is retail. This is retail. Without this legendary, my rapid fire deals roughly 5,500 damage on my Venthyr Hunter at 190 item level. When you put this legendary on, it goes to 6,800. Okay, and now we're gonna check out what it looks like in the PTR. All right, so we're in the PTR now, and when we looked at the retail with the legendary and streamline, because I did have streamline talented, we had 6,800. From 5,500 jumped to 6,800, and with that 10%, we're gonna see that now we are from 6,800 to 7,400. Okay, big numbers. On my main account, my rapid fire is dealing upwards of 10,000 damage on just one cast with the legendary and the rapid fire streamline. So I could imagine with a double tap that 20,000 damage, bro. Look, it's just making rapid fire much more attractive. I can't complain. Let's go back. I'm loving it. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else is going on for the hunters. I think there were covenant spell abilities. So we have Death Chakram, damage increased by 15%. I was saying the other day that Necrolord basically feels like a baseline hunter with a shield that has synergy with Soulbinds and a Death Chakram. Okay? So I guess the 15% is just well needed, being that your burst damage is not there. Every 45 seconds, you get to throw this ability out and see their health kind of move. But it's not exciting. It's nothing to look forward to when you use this ability. Obviously, when you buff it up and all that stuff, it feels good to see it just jump around. But it didn't feel like a threat. Hopefully, this 15% makes it that way. And next, we have Flate Shot for Venthyr. I did talk about this on one of the last videos I made. The duration of Flate Shot has been increased by 4 seconds and now costs no focus. All right. And Flare's Mark now also increases the damage of your next kill shot by 25%. Okay, so let's go into retail and check out how's it look right now. So we are on retail. Our Flate Shot on my Venthyr at roughly 190 item level. We have Flate Shot dealing nearly 2,000 damage over 14 seconds, but that's not necessarily why Flate Shot is good, right? It's because of the Flayer's Mark, which causes my next kill shot to be free and usable on any target regardless of the current health, which is pretty good. All right, so if we use it, all it means is that we're gonna get basically around the same amount of damage done. All right, the only difference is if you're using the empowered release, then whenever it procs, your kill shot is increased by 7% its damage. All right, so let's check it out. Our kill shot, it is 3923 with that Soulbind conduit. Boom, it goes to 4100. Shoot it, boom. Perfect, nice, not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's check it out on the PTR, right? Because the PTR has those changes. All right, we're here. Let me switch it up real quick. All right, we're in the PTR now. And on the PTR, we have basically the same item level. Let me feign death. And here we're looking at our Flate Shot. Again, this is a straight up copy of a character. Our Flate Shot now gets 18 seconds duration, which is good. It's good because when you're dealing damage, you want these procs to come out. And your kill shot is instant and low focus. It provides pressure in PvP. When you use your kill shot, it provides pressure because instead of using that aim shot that you have to cast, you can use your Flate Shot, or you can use your aim shot into a Flate Shot of a Flate Mark's kill shot. All right, which is much more damage than an aim shot into a precise shot. Okay, same goes in for your true shot. You want to use your kill shots over your precise shots. Okay, but being able to have this proc for almost 20 seconds when Flate Shot itself has a 30-second cooldown will make it feel that you're constantly having that Flate Shot debuff up on the target. All right. And obviously, the more haste you have, the more damage Flate Shot does, and the more ticks is able to fit within those 18 seconds. Okay, so I will talk about that in another video when I make my Venthyr shit. But what I want to show you guys is the kill shots damage. Here we see same damage as before, almost 4,000 damage. So now we're gonna check it out. And now remember, Flate Shot does 25 increased damage on top of that 7% from Empowered Release. All right, I'm gonna check. Empowered Release still has the same thing, so it'll give it a total of 32% increased damage. So let's see how that looks. So it went to 5,000. It went to 5,000 damage. But 5,000 damage extra, dude. You know how juicy that is? Very good. Now we're able to see more procs consistently, regardless of what type of build you go for. If you go for a mastery versatility, at the very least, you're going to see maybe 2 procs. If you go haste, you might see 3, 4, or you might see 0. So it all depends on RNG gods, obviously, but the consistency has gotten up. 80-second duration every 2 seconds without haste. You get a tick. If you gain more haste, those ticks become more. They'll fit more within, instead of being 2 seconds, it'll tick every 1.7, 1.5, and the more haste you do, the more ticks. Okay. So if I throw a Flate Shot, look at my Flate Shot, deals more damage when you have that proc up. So just saying, the more haste you have, boom, the more stuff you get. Pretty nice. I really like that. I feel like Venthyr right now, it feels very good to play. They hit hard. They have a consistent damage versus Kyrian's super burst in the beginning. And then that's it. For the Venthyr is just consistent pressure throughout the entire match, and you have more control with your door shadows. Okay. Very, very nice to see that, because me personally, I feel that the Venthyr spec is pretty phenomenal to play. Is very interesting, though I don't think it's rank 1. Okay, I don't think it's something that can gain the most popular, beat Kyrian in popularity, though it might rise a little bit. But considering how Flate Shot only works in single target, I don't see mass amount of people wanting to switch to Venthyr because you're what you're gonna do in Mythic Plus, what you're gonna do on fights that you have to target more than one target or two target, three targets, whatever may have you. It's just not gonna be enough. All right, so Venthyr hunters, I really believe that is a very niche type of hunter and is specifically meant for PvP. Yeah, we basically went over everything. Not a lot of changes. I was hoping for some type of change to our talents. Um, but it is what it is. Let's prepare for it. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.